Hi. I thought I'm gonna start introducing myself for anyone who doesn't follow me on Instagram. My name is Anna-Sofia and I'm a knitwear designer, and I'm designing for almost 7 years now, and all this time I dreamt about just being more active, for example on YouTube, in form of videos, and just connecting deeper with the knitting community around me. Yeah. So I have to say I'm pretty nervous, and I'm autistic, so I've been procrastinating creating this video for a very long time. But I thought, okay, now is the time. I have to get it done now. And yeah, so I don't want to say I'm creating this series and I will now post every week something new, but I just want to give myself the time and be flexible, so I might post something soon again, but maybe it takes a month. I'm sorry for this. Yeah, so what I was going to share in these videos is, for example, of course, what I'm knitting. I will talk about designs and future designs, future test knits, and I just created a Patreon page. Patreon, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I will share some more content there connected to these videos as well. And yeah, so I'm not gonna make this first video too long, or I'm gonna just stop and I'm not going to finish this video. So yeah, let's just get into it and get yourself a warm drink, a cold drink, just get comfortable, and let me talk a little bit about my work in progress. And for example, let's start with this mitten pattern here. So I just created this Patreon, I will need to research how to pronounce it, page, and I will have an exclusive pattern coming up as soon as I finish this sample. And I'm still not quite sure about the name for these mittens. I will maybe call them wildflower mittens, nightflower mittens, because there's a moon in the pattern, if you can see it. Yeah, so I'm talking a little bit more about construction, on how you make these, on my Patreon page, and I'm saying it again. I'm really trying to not say this word because I don't know how to pronounce it. So if you're interested, you can check that out. I'm not gonna speak too much more on these mittens. I might make another video once they're finished. So right now I have not finished them yet. So what I'm making right now is a new design. I have not shown it yet anywhere, and I'm gonna call it a knitter's nightmare. So, okay, and the reason for that is I want to ask you, what is an every knitter's nightmare? I'm not gonna say much more talk more about what is the idea behind this, because I just wanna hear first what you say. But I can say it's gonna be a cardigan, and it's I'm holding 2 strands of yarn together. It's Kelbourne Woolens Scout. I will be using this yarn quite a lot in the future, and 1 strand of Sandnes thick mohair. So I'm using 10 millimeters needles for this, and so it is quite loose, if you can see, because so the gauge is 12 stitches on 10 centimeters on 4 inches, and this will be a really like this kind of cardigan you can just put over you really comfortably, and it's just cozy and it's not tight, and just a comfortable cardigan. And well, I'm most excited to talk about, of course, the story behind it, of like the inspiration and why it has the name A Knitter's Nightmare, because I mean, we don't want to knit something what could be a nightmare, right? But yeah, I think I will make a separate video where I'm like talking about that after I heard also what you maybe say about it. Yeah, so this is what I'm making, and I just recorded myself knitting a little bit now, and I just show you really of like how I spent a day with my son, with my family. Yeah, I just hope you enjoy the rest, and after speaking so much, I'm actually feeling a little bit better at the end of this talking, and for the rest of the video I will just show you a little bit how it is around me, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Bye. I did forget quite a lot of details in my little talk. The mittens are knitted in Lettlopi in the color Murky, and in Brooklyn Tweed Shelter in the color Fossil. I tried to use some leftovers I had in my stash. I wanted to use this opportunity to also tell you about my design, Coldfoot Wiseman. If you are following me on Instagram or even Facebook, you already know that the pattern Coldfoot Wiseman will be available in my upcoming book, Knit Wild. And this is my son in the background. It has been really hard recording these videos, to be honest, this weekend, as my son likes to scream when I'm taking voice recordings, videos, or anything at all, really. This is the second sample I made of the Coldfoot Wiseman sweater, and the original pattern colors are Brooklyn Tweed, Shelter and Tones. And in this sample I tried around using a few different kind of yarns. I had an idea in my head how I would like the colors to look, and I just went through my stash and chose whatever I thought looks pretty. So the blue color you're seeing here is Brooklyn Tweed Shelter in the color Old World, and it is a 100% wool yarn. And the orange color and this light blue is the Farmer's Daughter fibers, and the coral and this light yellow is again Brooklyn Tweed Shelter. And I think they work really nicely together, and I am really happy how this sample has turned out. I am working on a new cowl, and while this sketch shows 3 tassels, I just want to say that the final pattern has only 1 tassel. I already spoke a little bit about this design on Instagram, and the pattern is quite soon ready to be test knitted. In this sample I'm using Plötulopi as well as Lettlopi combined. The thickness of both of those yarns is slightly different, but I like to use them together anyways. Both of them are Icelandic wool yarns, and they are my go-to yarn. I've been using these 2 yarns for over 7 years. This is a little beeswax candle my son made in kindergarten. While I was knitting, I decided I wanted to add an additional skein of Aimee, a single merino in the color yellow, gray and yellow, grello. It is a little bit of a bad habit of mine that I sometimes mid-knitting decide I want to change a yarn, or sometimes I'm changing all of them completely. I am now using 3 types of yarn in this project.
Hey.
I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you would like to see more in the future, it would mean the world to me if you could like, comment and subscribe. If there's anything specific you would like me to talk about, comment below. And I hope to see you soon again. Bye.